Hello Xenos! Welcome back to the Stellaris Video Dev Diaries. I'm your community ambassador, LadyDz, and this is Stellaris Dev Diary number 424, Nomads and 4.4 Pegasus Preliminary Release Notes. The Stellaris 4.4 Pegasus update and Nomads are releasing this Monday, June 15th. Today we'll be going over the preliminary release notes, the last Spinal Mount, the new achievements, and information about today's dev Q&A. We'll have some last-minute fixes and adjustments going into 4.4, so Monday's patch notes will likely differ very slightly from these ones below. There are two things that Eladrin wants to highlight that we haven't talked about in dev diaries before. There are some changes being made to the Paradox launcher. When 4.4 releases, your mod lists will automatically disable. Once your mods have been updated, you'll need to re-enable the mod list to re-enable those mods. The launcher will also bail out to the main menu if you try to resume an incompatible save. We're making these changes to reduce the number of people that end up with bricked Iron Man saves or have crash unload issues when we make a major update. The other note is that your trip across the stars with Nomads will be accompanied by 7 amazing tracks from Andreas Waldetoft: Boarding the Ark Ship, Echoes of Home, Enlightenment, Stellar Pilgrims, The Departure, Towards the Unknown, and Waylines. There's also an additional special track, Mandul Han by Batzorig Vaanchig. Now let's look at some of the highlights of the release notes. In the Nomads release, we're introducing nomadic empires, including arc ships, waylines and waystations, contracts, settling, and embarking. There's a new ambition path, Defender of the Galaxy, and there's the Stellar Cannon megastructure. We're also introducing the Nomadic Enclave, Champions Forge Live, and new nomadic origins, including Voidfarers, Heirs of the Khan, the Sacred Path, and Forever Cruise. We've got a new Ascension perk coming called Wanderlust, and we've got new Paragons as well. Orin Vaith, the Revenant, Ashar, the Wandering Sage, Sero the Younger, the Naturalist, Unit Solace, the Caregiver, Tha'al Hoskurun, the Champion, and Saraloon, the Lost Princess. The new Nomad civics include Caravan Masters, Void Reavers, Star Seekers, Flight Schools, and Deep Sleep. There are new species traits called Photoadaptive/Solar Celled, Recursive Learners/Structural Awareness, Reaver, Terraphobic, and Interconnected. This release also includes 8 new achievements and 8 new music tracks. There are a lot of preliminary patch notes listed here for the 4.4 Pegasus release, so let's just take a look at some of the features that you can look forward to. The Paradox launcher now automatically disables your mods on major version updates. To re-enable your mods after they have been updated for the patch, change the DLC-only playlist back to your associated mod list. Your preferred mod list will then stick through the major version. Attempting to resume an incompatible save will now divert you to the main menu instead of loading it. And the launcher should now show a warning if there has been a major patch since your last saved game. Joining and leaving wars in progress. Empires that are not the primary participant in a war may now attempt to enter an ongoing war by negotiating with the leader of the side they want to join, or leave an ongoing war by negotiating with a leader of the opposition. These can be found as terms in trade negotiations. Leaving a war creates a truce and negatively affects your former ally's opinion of your empire due to your treachery. An opponent may be reluctant to let you get off easily if they feel that they're winning the war or if they particularly dislike you. Empires whose colonies are all occupied now suffer escalating consequences. Each month, while fully occupied, they gain a stacking Hopeless War modifier worth 5% war exhaustion gain, and their wars accumulate 1% attrition per month, which can take them past the normal 100% cap. Both effects vanish the moment any colony is liberated. AI secondary participants with all colonies occupied also gain increasing desire to seek a separate peace. This will generally only be relevant when an empire has allies in a war or is in multiple wars with split occupation. To further celebrate our 10th anniversary, we have added a background selector to the graphics settings screen, allowing players to choose which animated main menu background is displayed, including all DLC front ends, latest release, and random options. The 4.4 Pegasus update also includes additional improvement, bug fix, balance, UI, AI, stability, and modding notes, so you should check those out on the Paradox forums. Stellar Engine. Alfrey Strike is here with our final Spinal Mount. As a reminder, Spinal Mounts are modules that can be equipped onto Tier 3 ARC ships that are designed to roughly be mobile kilostructures. The Stellar Engine allows you to inject dark matter into a star or gas giant, providing a significant increase to the output. After injecting dark matter into a star, it will gain an additional energy or physics research deposit, depending on the current output of the star. Stars without a deposit will default to gaining a physics research deposit. Of course, as a settled empire, if you happen to know of any nomadic empires that has an ARC ship outfitted with one of these spinal mounts, you can issue a contract for them to ignite a star or gas giant in one of your systems. Igniting a gas giant, on the other hand, turns it into a protostar with a unique energy and physics-producing deposit, but this has some drastic consequences to the local moons. Nomad's Achievements. As usual, we have a few new achievements for you to chase. Khan of Khans. As heirs of the Khan, seize back your throne and have at least 5 satrapy vassals. Forever is a long time. As forever crews, survive for at least 200 years and reach the endgame crisis. The Long Way Round. As Sacred Path, complete the pilgrimage to all 7 sacred sites. Take my energy. Cook a homeworld with a stellar cannon. So long, and thanks for all the fish. Embark when your homeworld is at 70% devastation. I win longest road. Connect 2 capital planets with a way line that is at least 20 way stations long. It's full of stars. As a nomadic empire, settle on Europa as your empire's capital. Defenders of the Galaxy. Defeat all endgame crises before abdicating as Defender of the Galaxy without ever having any non-ARC ship colonies. Community Q&A. We're holding a question and answer session today on the official Stellaris Discord. Come ask us anything about Stellaris. Next week's Dev Diary will be looking at the first few days of the 4.4 release and likely include a preview of our planned Week 1 patch and a review of hotfixes if any have occurred. As always, a link to this Dev Diary on the Paradox forums is included below, and we're also including the link to the Stellaris official Discord server in case you want to hang out and ask the devs some questions in a few hours. We'll see you soon among the stars.